Everybody has trouble with that.
It's about jury duty.
Huh?
Information about jury duty.
Oh, well, thank you. What's it about?
Jury nullification. You know what that is? Well, jurors have two duties when they serve on a jury. One is to decide guilt or innocence. The other is to actually decide whether the law itself is something that they want applied in their own community. The judges don't tell you that, and that's how prohibition was
If they want the law what?
If you think the law is valid in the first place and it's something you want enforced in your community.
What law?
The law of the case that you're serving on as a juror on.
Oh,
so
you mean like I served as a juror for a guy who was a drug dealer.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not there should be a law against drug dealers?
Can I give you that? Sorry? And one for you too?
Exactly.
Exactly, because in a drug case there's no corpus delicti, which means...
what?
Corpus delicti means there's no damaged party. Nobody was harmed by two people exchanging goods or services for money.
I don't know if I can say that because one of my best friend's sons just died of an overdose from cocaine.
Yeah.
But it was his choice.
It was his
Correct.
choice, and the black market causes a lot of those problems because you don't have pharmaceutical companies that are creating these drugs in a controlled environment. They're doing it in the kitchen of some cheap motel, and there's no quality control, so you get variations in the doses. And when
Do you
somebody...
mean there shouldn't be any laws?
No. I'm saying that juries are supposed to be the fourth check on government and not enforce any laws that they think are unfair or unreasonable.
There are some unfair. There are people that are serving that shouldn't be serving.
Yeah, and the judges don't tell you that anymore because it's a challenge to their authority, and they want to be able to enforce whatever laws. So this association gets the word out to people.
Huh, that's very interesting. Yeah, I have a very, I was actually a witness for the state of Texas in the criminal course.
Okay.
It's called, my husband and I both to a criminal trial. Last year's Dan and Nicole Smith died. I waited 2 years to go to court, and we watched somebody who was absolutely guilty get out innocent because of a technicality type thing.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'd be the best unbiased juror for them because I watched a guilty person walk free.
Yeah, we've got a lot of problems with the legal system as it is.
And then there's people that aren't guilty that, you hear these people that on the news, DNA evidence just now showed they didn't actually rape somebody.
22 people in the
That's
last
awful.
decade off
That's
the death row
awful.
that we had
Awful,
condemned
awful.
to die.
Yeah, so it's like there's something messed up here. So does this have anything to do with that? Or not? Or
Well, what it would do is kind of restore the power of a jury, and if citizens were informed about their rights. This is how the prohibition of alcohol was repealed. A lot of the laws that came out after slavery was abolished, the juries just wouldn't enforce them, like Jim Crow laws, for example, things along those lines. They wouldn't enforce them, so the prosecutors eventually learned that, hey, we got to stop bringing these cases because the jury's just going to throw it out. So that's when they really put the clamp down, and anybody who mentions jury nullification in the courtroom, the judge will hold them in contempt and get them out. He does not want that information.
Oh, you mean so if they bring up what is
the
jury
lawyer won't
nullification?
say it.
In other words,
the
anytime
judge
someone,
will
if they don't
threaten
want to be a juror, they just have to say something about jury nullification.
Pretty much. It's a good way to get out of it. How did you come for jury duty? Got that for you to read?
Thank you. But I actually don't mind being on a jury either. I'm not one of the people that absolutely have to get out of it.
Yeah, I don't either. Did you come for jury duty? That's for you.
But
There you go.
because I do know that if I was convicted or was to be brought, I would want some decent people on the jury.
Yeah, now...
There's a mixed, you think about if whether you're innocent or you're guilty, you would hope that you would have an unbiased good jury. You wouldn't have the person that has
But
no
see,
job.
are you
and so
getting
they don't care
a
what
fair
they're doing.
jury if somebody who knows about this is immediately pulled off the jury? Somebody who knows their rights as a jury as defined by the Constitution, and this is in the Constitution.
This is really
Can you get a
interesting.
fair trial if the prosecutor's pulling those people off
But
the
then how do
case?
people get fair trials?
Do
So
they?
what's the
I mean,
yeah.
you
I
just
witnessed
given
it.
me a
I
perfect
witnessed it.
example. of
Now,
how that
now
works.
what I witnessed though, the individual chose not to do trial by jury. It was by judge. So it was the one judge wanted to go home too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
The judges.
yeah. So
Well, the judge is just a lawyer in a robe sitting on top of a raised platform with all kinds of power over people's lives, and it's really a dangerous position to be in.
Huh, this is interesting. I'll have to definitely read it when I all understand it. I don't know. So what are y'all for? What's the bottom line?
I'm not part of this. This is just an organization
You're not part of it? Well, you're handing out the things.
Yeah, I just went to the website, fija.org, and they have these brochures there, and I printed them up and handed them out.
Oh, okay. So you're not part of a group that's trying to push this.
No, I'm just somebody who got called for jury duty, and anytime I deal with the government, I do it in an honest and factual manner. And
so you were supposed to be here too.
I'd had a summons.
Oh, you got the summons too.
So that's why I brought
this out
these.
for all the people? Yeah, but where's all the people?
So you're catching onto what I'm doing, so now they're over here talking about us.
Yeah, I have real mixed feelings on whether I want to be on a jury because after what I witnessed.
What you experienced?
Yeah, because I know it's a cat and mouse game between the prosecution and defense. Watch that.
And do you know that if you're going before a government court, the lawyer, you think he's representing you, but he has first sworn an oath to the judge, to the court, to the bar association.
You're talking about if you're assigned a...
Well, no. Any lawyer that serves on the bar, and you have to be a member of the bar to appear before the judge in that capacity, you swear an oath to the system or to the judge over your client. That so you're agreeing to abide. Hi, ma'am. Thank you. I'm gonna help you.
What are you passing in here?
Some literature about jury nullification.
About what?
Jury nullification.
Sure. That's fine.
Okay.
Let me see one.
Do you like one?
Yeah. This is interesting.
Have you cleared this through anyone here at the courthouse?
I'm on public property.
Yes,
this
sir.
is
This is
free
This
speech.
is a secured area.
Okay. It
I'm
doesn't
with
change.
Homeland Security.
What's your name?
My name is Michael.
Michael, I'm Sam. Nice to meet you.
Come with me for now, please.
I'm okay right here.
No, sir. You need to
Is
come
that a
with me.
request or a lawful order?
It's a lawful order.
Okay. Bye.
Got one?
Okay. Okay, so I was handing out a few FIJA brochures. The lady went and got somebody with Homeland Security, and apparently free speech doesn't apply in government-run courts. So let's wait. And
Okay, you're good to go.
okay.
Here's the thing. And this is why I brought you down here.
Okay.
One, can you turn that off, please?
Sir, I'm on public property.
Yes, sir, but I'm a private individual.
Okay. You're free not to approach then, sir. Have a nice
No,
day.
sir. No, sir.
Okay.
Now, hang on just a minute. Turn this thing off,
Sir,
first of all.
you're
Turn
free
it
not to
off.
approach.
Hang on.
Okay, I'll listen.
You're good to go. As long as you don't block anybody or harass anybody from getting where they're going.
Okay.
All right? Now, having said that, be careful that you don't
Do that.
upset someone.
Okay.
Because first complaint I have, then I'm going to have to act.
And
I
tell me
really
to
don't
go.
want to.
Okay.
All right?
Appreciate it.
You bet.
So I'm free to hand out the brochures as long as I'm not impeding or interrupting
That's right. As
anybody.
long as you don't.
And making a request, would you like one?
Right.
Okay, great. Hi, miss. Would you like a brochure about jury duty? They don't like it when you challenge their authority. See what I mean?
What did he say? Did he just say they don't want you distributing
He
information?
told me to sit down, and then he went in there, I guess looked up, called somebody, who knows. And then he came back out and said, pretty much you're good to go, just don't interrupt or impede anybody. First complaint that he gets, he's going to have to send me
I
on
was
my
just
way.
going to say, they didn't
Which
know,
is
they
reasonable.
didn't know what you were handing out.
Well,
So-
I gave him one. He could have read it
Yeah,
like any normal
yeah.
person instead of resorting to threats of violence.
Oh, did he threat violence?
Well, he told me I was under a lawful order.
Oh, I think,
Gotta get this guy.